first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as division in the NFL is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taylor now returning it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score, Bengals 7, Chargers 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On first down, Eason. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, set, 10-2 stop. Keep it up, keep it up. Big Griffin.
On 3rd down, Eason. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 20, 10, 5. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run. Martin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
49 the mic, watch 49. Be a long day for you. 49, guys.
Looking to throw. King. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Johnson was the intended receiver.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Eason under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Bengals Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run with Taylor. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, King. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now Brown. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Five.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. Wide open receiver complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A curl route by Charles Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason, they set up the screen to Martin. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Eason, and that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. To return is Taylor. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
In your face. Check nickel. Check.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 13, check 13, 49, check 49, check 49.
Hey,
This is Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Diggs has it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
He's coming, double up. Check 4, 2.
King now throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Eason. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A 3rd down gain of 19.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
At the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy.
Our time, it's our time.
Get.
To throw on second down, Eason. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is King. To throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
It's just me and you. The mic, 149.
You ain't going nowhere.
Check 26, check 26.
Check 37, check 37.
Heads here.
King from the gun, he'll throw. This is Johnson, he's got it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First down, Bengals.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's King. A final shot before break. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
It leads to second and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Mixon with a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now King to throw on second down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, Mixon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13 to 10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on 3rd down, King. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. King. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Maher is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw. Eason, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Taken down back at the 42.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down, Eason. This will be caught by Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. operating from the gun. Eason. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. Eason. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
5.
From the gun, Eason. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bengals take over the 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Just a yard on the 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Exit. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
King now, looking to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Diggs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. King. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. To throw is King. To throw on 3rd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check three.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready to break.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. On the ball.
Check up.
58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Take me up. Here we go.
Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Marr on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Bengals 20, Chargers 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On the double. Block 49.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. 20, 10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Marr now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next to score, Bengals 27, Chargers 16.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to...
He's got a man complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on first down. Eason finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Operating from the gun. Eason, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Get the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to need their